final countdown. Hello, it's yourself and welcome back to the Black Lodge. I'm David that drinks whiskey and we're here for the last 16, number 8 tie of March Dram Madness. How are you enjoying it so far? I want your honest comments. Please let me know below. Has there been any upsets? Has there been any that have went through that haven't went through in your books, or any that haven't went through that you're like, that should 100% be through? Please let me know. It should be a bit of fun and I hope you're enjoying it. Now, straight into it. The last two, we've got America, we've got Scotland, we've got Bourbon up against a big meaty Highlander. Look, it can go either way. I have no idea. I'm as shocked when the results come out as you are. So without hanging about, we'll get right into it. First up, we're going with Eagle Rare, and this is a barrel select pick, which means it's a single cask, single barrel it's from. It's at 45%, it's always good. Up against the Ardnamurchan Cask Strength 2023, which if you watched the For Me or No For Me, you're going to know that I adored it. Eagles, eh? Lord of the Rings, where do you stand on that? Could the Eagles have just saved the day? Got the story over in one part as opposed to three? And Ardnamurchan, bring back the Ardnamurchan? Maybe. Off the bat, we're going to start with the Eagle Rare. In we go. Beautiful, vibrant, sweet, red berries, all the bourbon notes that I repeat over and over again. Even remind me of the Love Heart sweets a little bit. Bit of Swedish fish in there as well for the Americans. It's got that the vibrancy that the Stag had, but a little bit more subdued. That'll be the proof. It's 45%. What's ironic is we get Eagle Rare 10 over here easy. We always have. You just pick it up in supermarkets, get it on Amazon, whatever. In the States, it was quite a hard and quite a sought after bottle. And the same with like this Barrel Select. People go mad for them. Absolutely mad. It's funny that, how we can just pick stuff up at times over here. And if you're from the place that it's sought after, they'll look at you like, how are you doing that? It's probably if you walked into stores in America and they just had like the whole selection of Springbank sitting, RRP. Not thin on the palate, but not heavy. Not heavy at all. Very subdued, a bit vibrant. Those flavours carry on from the nose to the mouth, into the palate. Sits mid-palate. Nice finish, not too long. Getting a little bit of almost furniture polish on a wooden, like on a mahogany surface on the finish, which I've not had before. That's quite interesting. It's a very good bourbon, and it's kind of hard for me to dig out more and more notes from the bourbons, especially. Not that they're one note, but I find myself just repeating over and over again. This is quite challenging for me to try and pick new stuff out. Tiny bit of like violet, front of mouth, like the Parma violet candies you get. Almost like not lavender, but it's close. Sitting just at the front, that's new. Just a very, very, very good whiskey with an E. Now, into the Ardnamurchan Cask Strength. Oofed, very different. Bag of peanuts in a pub. That's what I get immediately. You know, a bag of salted peanuts, KP peanuts, an oiliness to it, a saltiness, a brininess. So immediate, that roasted peanut almost. Wow, I've never had that nose before. I can't get over that. I can feel the peanut texture with that smell. So distinct. Sometimes you're surprised. That's why I'm doing this. It's as much for me as it is for the content. I'm getting to try all these different whiskies that have sat in shelves or I've had before, and I'm revisiting them with a different palate, a different mindset, a different mood, and that's so strange. Never had that. Bearing in mind the proof jump, 45% to 58.1. Doesn't drink it. It's a little bit hotter. It's a little bit, but the jump's not immediate. I'm getting those peanut notes, that oiliness, that texture, saltiness, savoury, briny. Peaty, smoke in there as well. Bag of peanuts, winter fire. I cannot get away from that note. Just shows you if you pair these, what you're pulling out. Because I've never paired that. You wouldn't put these together, and I've like it ever. And then on that one, Coca-Cola, syrupy. There's such a difference in the two. That peanut's now gone, still there on the palate. And then you'll know what I mean if you've had salted peanuts out of the pack and your fingers get a little bit oily, you've got the salt in your fingers and you can taste the salt and the drying out of the mouth. There's a fire going as well. That's exactly what you're getting in that glass. Beautiful. Now we had this dilemma before where you had a very savoury up against something light and the light knocked it out because of the mood. But in this case, I'm not having that immediate, oh that one or this one. It's very well balanced. Honestly, you could pick either of these. If you were doing it and I was watching, I wouldn't probably complain. I'd be like, I can see why. It's just it's invoking childhood. Going to the pub in Steps in Glasgow, Hugginfield Lock, called the New Inn. Go to the park with my granda. We'd go to the lock, we'd feed the ducks. Sometimes we'd get pitch and putt, sometimes we'd go in the wee boat. This is when I'm like 4 or 5, and then we'd go into the pub on the way back to my grand's house. But no, we wouldn't. Don't tell her we went in. And I'd get a wee glass bottle of Coke, either a bag of peanuts or a bag of Worcester sauce, Worcester, or however you want to pronounce it, sauce crisps. And we'd go back, and I'd say, we've not been to the pub. So on that alone, just for that memory that's came back, I need to give it to the Ardnamurchan. I've got to. It's just brilliant. What a brilliant dram. What a wonderful construct of flavours and tastes and memory. Brilliant. That unfortunately means Eagle Rare, Barrel Select, Single Barrel, you're deed. Fantastic. We've done it. Now we're into the final 8. 4 videos coming up over the next 4 days. We're going to see who's getting to the semi-finals. It's the quarter-finals. Leave your predictions below now. There's 8 left. Tell me who you think is going to win. Who's going to go all the way to the final. Now bear in mind, it's just head-to-head. There's no like rhyme or reason to it. It's going to be whatever happens, like that video just showed. Like the memory was so strong that I was like, this, hands down. Right, I'm off. I'll speak to you later. Cheers.